Lori had always been a little extreme in her faith. Because of that, she believed they had to. They found shocking evidence. Her husband, her kids, her home. Prosecutors revealed they committed the. Today's story is about a couple who, driven by blind faith, not only murdered two young children, but others as well, leaving not just America, but the entire world stunned. So, let's start from the beginning. The year was 2019. In Arizona, USA, lived Lori Vallow, an attractive, smart, and charming woman. She had been married 3 times. Since childhood, she had been deeply religious. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but over time, her beliefs became more and more extreme. From her 3 marriages, she had 3 children. The eldest was Colby Ryan from her first marriage, around 23 years old and living separately. Then came Joshua Jackson, JJ, whom Lori had adopted. He was just 7 years old. The third was her 16-year-old daughter, Tylee Ryan, from her second marriage. Lori had already started planning to separate from her third husband, Charles Vallow. She claimed, "Charles's body has been taken over by a zombie." She said she was afraid to live with him. That's how far her mind had been manipulated by that time. She claimed to see or feel things that weren't physically possible. And on the other side, there was Chad Daybell, a writer who had published several books on Doomsday and the apocalypse. He called himself the chosen one of God, claiming that he had visions of the future and that God had sent him to Earth for a special mission. Chad believed that the world was about to end and that some people were light while others were dark. According to him, light souls were good, God's favorites. Dark souls didn't deserve to exist. God didn't like them. And it was Chad's divine duty to rid the world of them. On October 18th, 2018, in St. George, Utah, a religious event called Preparing a People Conference took place. It was a spiritual gathering where people talked about the end times and the second coming of Christ. Lori attended as a member of the audience. Chad Daybell was a guest speaker. He spoke about his books and visions from God. Lori, who was already deeply religious, loved the session. Afterward, she went to meet Chad personally. They both instantly felt a connection, as if they were on the same mission. Lori was even more impressed after hearing that, and soon the two started meeting frequently. Lori got so absorbed in this spiritual obsession that she began cutting off everything: her husband, her kids, her home. She started losing interest in everything. Seeing this, Charles, her husband, got scared and contacted the police. He said, "Lori might harm our children in the name of God." Lori was actually planning to kill her kids. Now, believing in God is fine, but what had the kids done wrong? Why were they being punished? Lori had always been a little extreme in her faith, but Chad completely manipulated her mind. She started seeing her own children as dark spirits, the evil ones, and because of that, she believed they had to. Charles figured out what was going on and went to the police, but just a few months later, in July 2019, Charles was shot and killed. Lori's brother, Alex Cox, pulled the trigger. Lori claimed it was self-defense, and the police closed the case at the time. But just a few months later, on the morning of December 12th, Alex suddenly became sick. He had vomiting and breathing problems in the bathroom, and then he died. The cause of death is still debated. Some say it was natural, others suspect murder. Because in police investigations, it was revealed that Alex had planned Charles's murder. Maybe killing him was a way to hide all the secrets. Meanwhile, in October 2019, Chad's wife Tammy also died suddenly. Chad claimed she had a heart attack in her sleep, but her body was buried quickly without an autopsy. That was a major mistake by the police. It allowed Chad and Lori's criminal plan to move forward unchecked. Even more shocking, just 1 month before Tammy's death, Lori's children mysteriously disappeared. Later, during the investigation, it was discovered that they had been murdered on Lori and Chad's orders by Lori's brother, Alex. All because Chad and Lori believed those children were dark souls who didn't belong in this world. They believed that they themselves were light souls meant to be together, and that it was their duty to destroy all dark souls. Did you know that in 2019 in Seattle, a man killed his own brother with a sword because he believed his brother was a lizard man? Lizard men are creatures some people claim can change shape. Sounds bizarre, but there have been multiple claims of such sightings. Same with a case from February 13, 2017 in Delphi, Indiana. 2 young girls were murdered in the name of God. Not just in America. Incidents like this have occurred across the world, fueled by blind faith. But let's be clear. No true God or religion supports violence or sacrifice. These acts are a result of distorted thinking and mental manipulation. On November 5, 2019, just 17 days after Tammy's death, Chad and Lori got married. Their plan was so cold-blooded and calculated it sounds like a horror movie script. But this was real life. Finally, on February 20th, 2020, Lori was arrested in Hawaii for giving false and suspicious information. She refused to explain what happened to her missing children, JJ and Tylee. The police grew suspicious. When they analyzed Lori's brother Alex's phone data, they found shocking evidence. On September 9th, 2019, a day after Tylee was last seen, Alex spent hours in Chad's backyard. On September 23rd, 2019, the last day JJ was seen, Alex's phone was again traced to the same spot. That specific area of the backyard had signs of recent digging. Chad claimed it was a pet cemetery, but the shape and location were suspicious. On June 9th, 2020, police dug up Chad's backyard and discovered the bodies of JJ and Tylee. Chad was arrested immediately. Both Lori and Chad were officially charged with the murder of 3 people. JJ, Lori's son; Tylee, Lori's daughter; Tammy Daybell, Chad's first wife. Prosecutors revealed they committed these murders for money, insurance, Social Security, and under the guise of religious beliefs. The case of Charles Vallow's death is still ongoing. Lori claimed Charles attacked her and Alex, and that Alex shot him in self-defense. Initially, the police accepted that and didn't press charges. But a year later, after the children's bodies were found, the case was reopened. Currently, it is ongoing in Maricopa County Superior Court, Arizona. As of July 31st, 2023, Lori Vallow Daybell has been sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms without parole. And on June 1st, 2024, Chad Daybell was sentenced to death by the court in Fremont County. This entire incident shows what people are capable of when greed and blind faith take over. The God we believe in gave us a brain for thinking and understanding. So before making any life decisions, always distinguish right from wrong. Stay safe and help keep others safe. Never commit a wrong act, nor let others do it. Keep love and respect in your heart for everyone. God will always bless you. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can keep improving and bring you more real crime and survival case studies.